See, ma'am. So capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. So this is one plate, this is another plate. They are placed parallel to each other. Distance between the plates is d. Potential difference between the plates is E. Electric field developed is E. Fine. Now I want to have a derivation of this parallel plate capacitor. See, what is the basic formula? C is equals to Q by V only, no? Q is the charge stored. And what is meant by V? V is the potential difference between the plates of the capacitor. So between parallel plates, parallel plates, electric field already we have calculated sigma divided by epsilon naught. Do you remember? Electric field between two opposite plates is how much? Sigma by epsilon naught. So therefore, and what is the relation between E and D? E is equals to V by D. This also we know. Okay, ma? Amount of potential divided by distance is called as electric field. So therefore, how can I write V value? V is equals to E into D. So V is equals to electric field is how much? Sigma by epsilon naught multiplied by D. And what is meant by sigma? Sigma is nothing but, okay ma, where shall I write? Sigma is nothing but a charge per unit area, no? So therefore, instead of sigma, what I can write? V is equals to Q by A epsilon naught multiplied by D. This is the equation of potential. ముదస్సిర్ చూస్తాడు ఎందెందో చెప్తాడు సార్ ఏమీ అర్థం కాలేదు నచ్చి ఓకే. So therefore, now you take all these values and substitute in this equation of capacitance. So C is equals to Q by. So C is equals to Q divided by, what is the equation of potential? We have calculated QD divided by A into epsilon. So C is equals to Q and Q gets cancelled. Epsilon naught A divided by D. So this is the equation to calculate capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. Are you able to understand, ma? See, this is the basic formula, no? C is equals to Q by. But what is the potential between the plates? That how can I calculate? By using this relation. Okay. Already we know that field between parallel plates of opposite charge is sigma by epsilon naught. From that I calculated potential. Take potential, substitute in capacitance. I will get capacitance of a parallel plate capacitor. Clear, no? And this is for which condition? When it is placed in air or in between the plates if air is present. Okay, ma? So gap between the plates, this is a case, is filled with another medium or dielectric. Okay, ma? So what is the meaning of this one? If this is a capacitor, okay ma, plates of capacitor, and I am filling completely these plates of capacitor with some medium. Okay, then in this condition what is the capacitance? Epsilon A by D, where epsilon is the permittivity of that particular medium. Or you can write a capacitance is equals to epsilon naught epsilon R A divided by D. Okay, ma? So in some of the books epsilon R is also written as K also. So therefore C can be written as, okay ma? So epsilon naught A by D multiplied by K. So epsilon naught Ka divided by D. You can write like this also. So that is the capacitance if any medium is placed. Okay. So see this question, ma? So what distance apart should two plates, each of area 0.2 meters and 0.1 meter, of a parallel plate capacitor be placed in order to have same capacitance as a spherical conductor of radius 0.5 meter? Okay, ma? So it means this is a parallel plate capacitor and this is a spherical conductor. Okay, ma? So both of them, they should have same capacitance. This one and this one, both of them, they should have same capacitance. So in that condition, these two plates should be separated by how much distance? So this is the question which he is asking us. Clear? Can you say how can I do this one? Chappan. spherical conductor and parallel plate capacitor, they should have equal capacitance. Epsilon naught A by D. దేనికి ఈక్వేట్ చేయాలి? సిమా capacitance of parallel plate capacitor C is equals to epsilon naught A by D. This is the formula, no? And what is the equation to calculate capacitance of a spherical capacitor or spherical conductor? 4 pi epsilon naught into R. This is the relation. Just equate these two. Clear, Noma? So I can say C1 must be equal to C2. That is the relation which he gave. So epsilon naught A by D is equals to 4 pi epsilon naught into R. And I want D value only, no? Clear, no? So therefore D value will be how much? Epsilon naught A divided by 4 pi epsilon naught into R. Okay? So epsilon naught value get cancelled. Area of the plate already given, number 0.2 into 0.1 divided by 4 into pi value. Pi value is 3.14 multiplied by radius. What is the radius of this conductor? 0.5. So just to do this calculation, you will get distance between the plates. That's all, no? So 3.18 into 10 power minus 3. 3.18 into 10 power minus 3 meter. Also you can call it as 3.18 millimeters also. That is my answer. Clear? So Seema, see this question. So calculate the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor. So capacitance he is asking us to find out, ma. Plate area. Plate area is given as 30 meter square. Distance between the plates is 2 mm because dielectric length is 2 mm. And relative permittivity K value or epsilon naught R value is 6. So electric field strength is also given 500 volts per millimeter. I think it is millimeter only. And still find the charge on each plate. Okay, ma? So charge on each plate also we are supposed to calculate. This is the given question, no? Clear, no? It means these are the plates of the capacitor, ma? And in these plates, this gap between the plates is completely filled by a dielectric. Dielectric means another medium we are placing. Okay? And what is the K value of this medium? K value of this medium is 6. Then what is the equation to calculate capacitance? Capacitance is equals to epsilon naught A K divided by D. This is the formula which we have studied now. So total capacitance becomes a K times if dielectric of K value 6 is introduced. Okay. Now all values we have, no? 8.854 into 10 power minus 12 multiplied by area is given as 30, K value is given as 6 divided by distance between the plates is 2 mm, 2 into 10 power minus 3 meters. So if you calculate this one, I will get capacitance of the capacitor. So answer is 0.797. 0.797 microfarads. This is the capacitance of a capacitor. Clear, no? Then he is asking one more question. Calculate charge on each plate of the capacitor. Charge on each plate. Can you say how can I calculate, ma? Charge. That is the equation of capacitance which you are saying. That already we have calculated. Charge, how can I calculate? C is equals to Q by V. Okay. So therefore Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance we have calculated. But what about potential difference between the plates? Very good. Clear, Nama? So therefore we have a relation E is equals to V by D. This relation we have, no? So field between 2 points is nothing but potential difference divided by distance between the plates. Clear, Nama? So therefore from this I can calculate V value. V is equals to E into D. So what is the electric field? Electric field is 500. See, here it is given in millimeters. Distance is also given in millimeters. So you need not convert this one into meters. Okay. So therefore, what is the total potential applied? It is 1000 volts. Okay, ma? 1000 volts. Now substitute here. So therefore, Q is equals to C into V. Capacitance is 0.797 multiplied by 10 power minus 6 multiplied by 1000. Okay, ma? So 0.797 multiplied by 10 power minus 3 coulombs. So this is the charge present on each plate of a capacitor. Okay, ma? So positive plate will have positive charge, ma. Negative plate will have negative charge, but equal amount of charge. Is it clear? That's it. Okay, ma. So next topic is connection of capacitors, ma, or you can call it as grouping of capacitors. We can group capacitors in how many methods? Okay. First one is called as series grouping and second one is called as parallel grouping. First one we will study about series connection. Okay, ma? So what is meant by series connection? Already you should have studied previously, no? What is meant by series connection? This is one capacitor, another capacitor, another capacitor. So they are connected to a source of battery like this. Okay, ma? Like this. So this type of connection is called as series connection. So we are supplying a battery of potential V, ma. Capacitance of this one is C1, this is C2 and this is C3. Okay. So therefore what happens is these capacitors, they will draw some charge from the battery. Or you can say, already we studied how charges will be distributed in capacitor, no, ma? So electrons, they are received from one end and they are deposited on the other end. This is what happens, no? So same concept, what this battery does is, it allows the movement of charges in the circuit and it makes the charges to be, or makes these capacitors to be charged capacitors. Are you able to understand? So therefore, or in another sense I can say that this battery is supplying charges. Let us assume like that. Okay, ma? Let us assume that this battery is supplying charges, but actually battery is not supplying charges. Battery is providing a pathway for redistribution of charges. Are you able to understand? See what happens is, this battery, it attracts electrons from the first plate of first capacitor. Okay, ma? What it will do? It will attract electrons from first plate of first capacitor. So this plate will become what kind of plate? This will become positively charged plate, no? Clear, no, ma? So these electrons, they go and they get deposited on the last plate or second plate of the last capacitor. This is what happens, no? Arthamavutunnaya? So from where the battery is removing electrons, it is removing electrons from the first plate of first capacitor. So this capacitor will become positively charged body because it is losing electrons. And these electrons, they go and deposited on the second plate of last capacitor. That is what happens. So this capacitor will become negatively charged plate, second plate of last capacitor. Is it clear, ma? Now see. So because this plate has become positively charged plate, it will attract electrons on the second plate, no? Clear, no, ma? First plate has become positively charged plate, no, ma? It will attract electrons on second plate. And it will repel positive charges also. అర్థమవుతుందా? కొంచెం ఎక్కువైంది. See, I will try to explain here. So consider this is the arrangement. So battery has removed electrons from this plate, no? So this plate will become positively charged plate. And these positive charges, they will attract negative charges on the second plate. But second plate was a neutral plate, no? Second plate was what kind of plate? Neutral plate. It means if negative charges are deposited here, positive charges should be deposited somewhere, no? So positive charges will deposit on the other end. Okay? But these positive charges, they are repelled by these positive charges. Are you able to understand? So the positive charges which actually should be formed here, they will go and deposit on the second plate of second capacitor. ఏమన్నా అర్థమవుతుందా? క్లియర్ నమ్మా? So therefore, from where I got these charges, ma? These charges are the charges which should have developed on the second plate of first capacitor. They are deposited here. And what these charges will again do? They will again attract negative charges. And positive charges, they are deposited on the next plate of the next capacitor. So like this, all the capacitors, they will become charged bodies only. Are you able to understand? Or in one more sense, I can say that, for remembering easily, I can say that, clear, Nama? This battery, it supplies the charges to first plate of first capacitor. And remaining all the charges, they will be induced charges. I can say like this also. Are you able to understand? So therefore, what is the statement I have to write? Statement is that battery supplies charges to, okay ma, first plate of first capacitor. So understanding this concept is very, very, very important ma, otherwise you can never solve the problems. Okay. And what about remaining charges ma? Remaining charges are, what kind of charges? Remaining charges are induced charges. Okay. And magnitude of every charge is same. Magnitude of charge on any plate is same. Okay ma? It means on some plates there will be positive charge, on some plates there will be negative charge, but strength of charge, that is magnitude of charge, remains to be same. Are you able to understand? See ma. Now if I draw a diagram of this, I can draw like this. So this is the battery, positive and negative. Clear na ma? On the first plate, how much will be the charge? Plus Q. Second plate, minus Q. Next plate, plus Q. Next plate, minus Q. Next plate, plus Q. Minus Q. Okay. And out of all these charges, battery is supplying how much charge? Battery is supplying only this much charge. Are you able to understand? Remaining all the charges, they are induced charges. Okay. ఒక్కొక్క కెపాసిటర్ పైన ఇంత ఛార్జ్ ఉంది కదా అని ప్రతి ఒక్కటి బ్యాటరీనే సప్లై చేసుకుంది అనుకుంటారు. కాదు. బ్యాటరీ is supplying charge only to first plate of first capacitor in series connection. Remaining all the charges, they are induced charges and they are not supplied by the battery. So minus Q plus Q minus Q plus Q minus Q, they are not supplied by the battery. Only this one is supplied by the battery. Clear no? That's it. Now see. Now let us see how I can understand this concept. See ma. What is the total capacity of the battery we have taken? Total capacity is V no ma? V. Out of this V, capacitance of first capacitor is C1, this is C2 and this one is C3. See listen ma. Out of this total potential supplied by the battery, first capacitor will take V1 potential. Second one will take V2. Third one will take V3. Is it clear? What is meant by potential actually? Work done, no? Already we discussed, potential is nothing but work done. So to transfer the charges, definitely work must be done. And out of the total work done by the battery, first capacitor will take V1 work, this one will take V2 work, and the third capacitor will take V3 work. So therefore, can I write that total work done V1 plus V2 plus V3? Can I write like this? Definitely I can write no? And what is the equation of capacitance? C is equals to Q by V. So therefore, V is equals to Q by C. So therefore, instead of V, can I write Q divided by C equivalent? Instead of this V. What is this V? Total potential supplied by the battery. Instead of that, I can write a charge supplied by the battery is Q only. No? Okay? Charge supplied by the battery is Q. And equivalent capacitance, that means capacitance of total circuit, is C equivalent. Okay? Instead of V1, instead of V1, charge stored is Q only, no? And on first capacitor, what is the charge stored? Plus Q. So Q divided by, what is its capacitance? C1. So Q by C1 will become the potential consumed by first capacitor, no? Now what is V2? Potential consumed by second capacitor. How can I write? Q divided by C2. Third capacitor, Q divided by C3. That's all, no? So because Q get cancelled, I can write 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. So this is the equation to calculate equivalent capacitance if capacitors are connected in series connection. Clear now? In series connection, this is the equation which you have to write. Okay? Now here I will write one case also. If there are only two capacitors, if two capacitors are in series, okay ma? Then I will write 1 by C equivalent is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2, and if I take LCM, C equivalent is C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. That's it. So this is the equation to calculate equivalent capacitance if two capacitors are connected in series connection. Understood, no? Right. Okay. See, ma. So, parallel grouping of capacitors, ma. See here, these are three capacitors, C1, C2, C3, and this type of connection I can call it as parallel connection. Why can I call it as parallel connection? See, ma, this is positive plate, this is also positive plate, this is also positive plate. All positive plates, they are connected at one point, no? Similarly, all negative plates, they are connected at another point. This type of connection we can call it as parallel type of connection. Okay. So for this circuit, let us consider it draws Q amount of charge. This circuit will draw Q amount of charge. So this charge will reach up to this point, no? Now after reaching here, it is seeing three branches. First branch, second branch, third branch. So what will happen? So Q1 charge will flow in first branch, Q2 charge will flow in second branch, Q3 charge will flow in third branch. So which is the charge which is supplied by the battery? Charge supplied by the battery is Q. And that charge is distributed among all the charges, all the capacitors. But it was not the case in series connection. Series lo unna prati charge battery supply cheyaledu. In series connection, battery gave charge only to first plate of first capacitor. Clear, nama? But here distribution of charges is there. Now see. See, ma, what is the beauty of parallel connection? See, ma, here if I consider potential to be 0 volts, potential is always a comparable quantity, ma. Potential is always a comparable quantity. Without comparison, you can never estimate potential. So always I take one end to be at 0 potential. If it is at 0, this is at plus V, no? Clear, no? It is at a higher potential. Are you able to understand? Positive plate means what? It is at higher potential. Negative plate means what? It is at lower potential. Is it clear? So here if I take potential to be 0, then here potential is V. Here if it is 0, same 0 volts is applied here also. Because in between these two charges, there is no consumer of potential or there is no supplier of potential, no? ఈ పాయింట్స్ మధ్యలో పొటెన్షియల్ కన్జ్యూమ్ చేయడానికి ఎవరు లేరు, పొటెన్షియల్ సప్లై చేయడానికి కూడా ఎవరు లేరు. సో హియర్ ఇఫ్ పొటెన్షియల్ ఇస్ 0, హియర్ ఆల్సో పొటెన్షియల్ ఇస్ 0 ఓన్లీ. Similarly, here if potential is V, here also potential is V only. Clear, nama? It means across every branch, what is the potential difference? V minus 0, V only. Okay, ma? Across the first branch, potential difference is V. Second branch, potential difference is V. Third branch also potential difference is V only. Clear, no? So in parallel connection, potential difference across every branch remains to be same. Make a note of that point. Okay, ma? So in parallel connection, okay, what can I say? Potential difference across every branch is how much? Is same. Clear, no? Potential difference may be same, but the charge is distributed, no? Q is equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. This is what charge was distributed, no? Huh? So therefore, we know that C is equals to Q by V, therefore Q is equals to C into V. Instead of Q, what can I write, can you see? Instead of Q, Q badal em write cheppandi? C? Q is the charge supplied in total circuit, no? So I will take capacitance of total circuit. So C equivalent multiplied by potential given by the battery. Clear, nama? This is equals to Q1 plus Q2 plus Q3. Instead of Q1, C1 into V only. V only. Why? Because in every capacitor I have same potential, no? V. Second one, C2 into V. Third one, C3 into V. So therefore V get cancelled. So therefore C equivalent is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. This is the equation. Understood, nama? Clear? So this is the equation to calculate equivalent capacitance if capacitors are connected in parallel connection. Understood, no? Right. So see this question. So three capacitances C1, C2, C3 are connected respectively. They are first connected to have maximum capacitance. Maximum capacitance means C is equals to C1 plus C2 plus C3. Only in this connection I will get to maximum capacitance, no? Because if you directly add all the capacitance, that will be maximum. Okay? So therefore this is what kind of connection? Parallel connection. Only in parallel connection only you can add all the capacitances. So C max is how much? C max is 0.5 plus 0.3 plus 0.2. So it is 1 microfarad. Clear now? And C minimum means, minimum capacitance means, it is possible in which condition? 1 by C minimum is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. This condition. And this is possible in which condition? Series connection. Okay. So here you are adding the reciprocals, no? Here what you are doing, you are adding the reciprocals. If you add the reciprocals, total value will be definitely lesser. Okay. So therefore, C minimum is how much? So 1 by 0.5 plus 1 by 0.3 plus 1 by 0.2. Okay. So if I do this calculation, how I can write 1 by C minimum? I can write it as 10 by 5 plus 10 by 3 plus 10 by 2. I can write like this. So C minimum, what is the LCM of 5 and 3 and 15? 5 2s are 10, 5 3s are 15, 5 4s are 20, 5 5 5 6 are 30. 30 I can take. So 30. So 6 are 60, 10s are 30, 15. So total how much? So 90, 105 divided by 30. Clear, no? So therefore C minimum is how much? C minimum should be reciprocal of this one, no? 30 divided by 105. Understood, no? Clear? Now what he is asking? He is asking us to take the ratio of maximum to minimum capacitance. So C max divided by C minimum. C max is 1. C minimum is 30 divided by 105. Calculation correct anara? Chudandi sir. Where ma? 10 by 3. 10 by 3 into 30 na? 100. Sorry. Here I got a mistake, no? This is correct only, no? 60, 10, no? 100. Mistake I have done. So 175, is it correct? This is also correct, no? 2 15s are 15 10s are 150. So total how much? 250, 310. 310 by 30. Clear, no? So therefore it is 30 divided by 310 or 3 by 31. Okay. So therefore 1 divided by minimum value is 3 by 31. So 31 divided by 3 micro. This is a ratio, no? You will not get any term. 31 by 3. That's it. Okay. Same. So two capacitors of capacitance, 15 microfarads and 30 microfarads, they are connected in series to 600 volts DC supply. Then find the charge on each capacitor, potential difference across each capacitor. So these are two capacitors connected to a battery of 600 volts. Clear, no? So this is for 15 microfarads and this one is 30 microfarads. Okay. So first of all, they are connected in series connection. No? Series connection means how can I calculate equivalent capacitance? 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2. Clear, no? Or total C equivalent, I can calculate C1 C2 by C1 plus C2. Like this also I can calculate if there are only two capacitors. Clear, no? So therefore it is 15 into 30 divided by 15 plus 30. Total how much? 15 into 30 divided by 45. So 15 ones are 15 threes are, it is 10 microfarads. So this is the equivalent capacitance of this circuit. Equivalent capacitance I have calculated. No? Once I calculate equivalent capacitance, I can calculate charge supplied by battery. Charge supplied by battery. Q is equals to C by U. Capacitance is 10 microfarads. Potential is 600. Clear, no? So 10 into 10 power minus 6 divided by 600. Clear, no? So therefore how much it is? 60. 10 power minus 6 divided by 60 coulombs of charge. Okay. So 10 power C Q is equals to C into Q is equals to C into V. Okay. Yes. Therefore, capacitance is how much more? 10 into 10 power minus 6 multiplied by potential is how much? 600. Okay. So 1, 2, 3 zeros get cancelled. So 6 into 10 power minus 3 coulomb. So this is the charge supplied by whom? Charge supplied by the battery. Are you able to understand? So therefore, if this is the charge supplied by the battery, now can you say what is the charge present on each capacitor? Chapandi. Now what is the charge present on each capacitor? बोलो जी होंगे तो कहीं का this is what kind of connection? Series connection. So total charge supplied by battery will deposit on first plate only, no? So same charge. Clear, Nama? Same amount of charge will be present on first plate also, same amount of charge will be present on second plate also, or other capacitors also. So therefore, what is my answer? Charge on each capacitor is how much? 6 into 10 power minus 3 coulomb. Already we discussed, Nama. In series connection, battery will supply charge only to first plate of first capacitor. So total charge supplied by the battery is only for first plate only. Remaining all the charges, they are induced charges. Clear? Therefore, potential difference across each capacitor. Okay. So we know that C is equals to Q by V. So therefore, V is equals to Q by C. What is the charge on each capacitor? Potential difference across each capacitor he is asking, Nama. So V1 is equals to Q by C1 for first plate. Charge on each plate is 6 into 10 power minus 3. Capacitance is how much? 15. 15 into 10 power minus 6. Okay. So therefore 6 by 5, 6 by 15 multiplied by 10 power 3. Okay, ma? 6 by 15 is how much? 2 3s are, sorry, 3 2s are, 3 5s are. Okay, ma? So 0.4 into 10 power 3 volts. That is the potential on first capacitor. Potential on second capacitor also you can calculate, no? Same method. V2 is equals to Q by C2. Okay, ma? Charge on every plate is same, no? Charge on first plate is also Q only. Charge on second plate also Q only. So Q by C2. So charge is again how much? 6 into 10 power minus 3 divided by C2. What is the capacitance of second one? 30. 30 into 10 power minus 6. So just do this calculation. That is the potential on second plate. 0.2? That's it. Okay, ma? C2 nama? C2 kaadu. See, ma. So in the circuit shown, total charge is 750. What is meant by total charge, ma? Charge supplied by battery is called as total charge. Okay, ma? So therefore, charge supplied by battery is how much? Charge supplied by battery is nothing but 750 microcoulombs. Then we are supposed to find out the values of V1, V and C2. That's all, no? Now see. See, ma, here, how can I do this calculation? If a battery is supplying this much charge, 750 microcoulombs of charge, see, ma, can I say that this capacitor and this group of capacitors, they are in series connection? Are you able to understand, ma? These two definitely they are in parallel. These two capacitors are in parallel. But this combination and this capacitance, they are in series connection. Clear, no? If they are in series connection, battery will supply total charge only to first plate of first capacitor, no? It means same 750 microcoulombs is present on first capacitor also. So therefore very easily I can calculate V value. Okay, V1 value. So V1 is equals to Q divided by C1. This is the formula, no? Charge is how much? 750 into 10 power minus 6 divided by capacitance is 15 into 10 power minus 6. So 10 power minus 6, 10 power minus 6 gets cancelled. 15 5s are 70, so 50 volts. 50 volts. It is not 5, 50. Calculation mistake. మర్చిపోతావు నువ్వు, జీరో మర్చిపోతే అంతే, ఇంకా జీరోకి వాల్యూ లేదని మర్చిపోతే ఎట్లా. సో 50 volts, దిస్ ఈజ్ ద what you call potential difference on first capacitor. Clear Nama? Now see ma, V value very easily I can calculate. What is meant by V here? V means what? Capacitor, what you call the potential of the battery. Huh? V value, can you say how can I calculate ma? Anybody? That's all. Clear Nama? So from here to here potential difference is V1, and from here to here potential difference is 20. So total potential difference is how much? It is 50 plus 20, 70 volts. That is the potential of the battery. Clear no? Potential of what? Potential of battery. Okay. Now we will see how we can calculate C2 value. Okay ma? C2 value is how much? Let us see. See ma, here, what is this 20 volts? Potential difference across what? 20 volts is the potential difference across this branch. Clear Nama? This V1 is the potential difference across this capacitor. 20 is the potential difference across this branch. Okay. Now can you say what is the potential difference across C3 and what is the potential difference across C2? Huh? Anybody? Somebody said the answer. 20 only. Why? They are connected in series connection. C2 and C3 are in which connection? Parallel connection. Because they are in parallel connection, same potential will be supplied to every branch of the capacitor. Clear no? So therefore I say that C2 and C3 are in which connection? Parallel connection. Okay. Therefore 20 volts is applied to both. 20 volts is applied to both of them. Okay ma? Therefore across C3 also potential is 20 only, no? Okay ma? So therefore what I say? So therefore charge stored on C3. Q formula? Q is equals to C into V, no ma? So charge capacitance is C3, potential difference is 20. Okay ma? So therefore C3 value is 8 into 10 power minus 6 multiplied by potential is how much? Potential is 20. Okay. So therefore QC3, charge stored on C3 is how much? 160 microcoulombs of charge. Clear no? So this is the charge stored on third capacitor, C3 capacitor. Okay. Then how can you say what is the charge stored on C2? First of all, why I calculated charge on C3 ma? Why? See ma, total charge supplied is how much? 750. And this 750 when it reaches here, it splits into two branches, no? Clear no? So Q2 value I have calculated. Q2 is 160. Remaining charge will be present in C2, that's all. Are you able to understand? So therefore charge in C2 is how much? Charge in C2 is nothing but total charge is 750, no? 750 minus charge stored in C3. So therefore QC2 is equals to 750 minus 160 is how much ma? So 590 na? 590 microcoulombs of charge. That is the charge stored in C2. That is our answer. ठीक है काफ़ी क्लास बोलते जब कैसे हाँ ओके निमिषम yes Sima. So see this problem. So determine the equivalent capacitance between A and B. First we are supposed to calculate equivalent capacitance ma, so let us see. Okay. Now Sima, these how many capacitors are there totally? 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 capacitors are there. These capacitors, are they connected in series or are they connected in parallel? Series, all of them.
C4 series sir.
C4, all of them they are in series.
C1 C3 parallel sir. C2 C4 parallel.
C1 C3 parallel. ఈ రెండు
What to say series?
See ma, here These are the two terminals which we are taking, no? Always you should check for terminals. Terminals ekkada unnai anedi manam chusukovali. So connection, total structure of the connection depends on terminals only. Are you able to understand? Now see here, if these are the terminals, point A and point B, okay? It means if I connect any battery between them, terminals means what? Terminals means battery is connected between them, okay ma? So if I connect any battery between them and if charge flows in this direction, that charge will be traveling in series through these three capacitors. It means that these three capacitors definitely they are in series connection. Are you able to understand? Now let us connect a battery. So consider this is a battery which is connected. And terminals means what? In these two terminals only we have to connect a battery. Clear, no? Now 1, 2, 3. All the three capacitors they are connected in series connection like this. Okay, ma? And to these three capacitors, this capacitor is in parallel. Are you able to understand, ma? To these three capacitors, this capacitor is in parallel connection. So therefore, what is the total circuit? Okay, ma? See here. What is the capacitance of this one? Capacitance of this one is how much? 9 microfarads. This one 9 microfarads, and this one is also 9 microfarads. 1 minute, ma? Okay. So therefore, what is the total capacitance of these three capacitors? 1 by C is equals to 1 by C1 plus 1 by C2 plus 1 by C3. That's all, no? Because they are connected in series connection. So 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9 plus 1 by 9. So total how much it is? So 1 by C is equals to 3 by 9. So C is equal to 3 microfarads. Clear, no? So therefore, now if I see this capacitor of what is the capacitance? 3 microfarad. And these three capacitors they are in parallel connection. So therefore, how can I draw the circuit? I can draw the circuit like this. So this is one capacitor connected with a battery, and this is the second capacitor which we have calculated, and these are the two terminals, point A and point B. Are you able to understand, ma? Or this battery connection you can connect like this also, ma? You can connect like this also. Okay, terminals connected between A and B. Okay. So therefore its capacitance is 3 microfarads, and this capacitance is also 3 microfarads. Okay. Now if you see here, this battery will supply certain charge, no? This battery will supply certain charge. So that charge will be distributed in two branches. So Q1 amount of charge will flow through this one, and Q2 amount of charge will flow through this capacitor. If charges are getting distributed, is it series connection or parallel connection? Parallel connection. So that's why we are saying this 3 microcoulombs and this microcoulombs they are connected in parallel connection. So therefore, what is the total equivalent capacitance, ma? It is C1 plus C2. So 3 plus 3 is how much? 6 microfarads of capacitance. That is the equivalent capacitance of the circuit. Okay. So once I calculate total equivalent capacitance, how much charge will be stored on capacitors? It means total charge supplied by the battery. Q is equals to C into V. That's all, ma? Equivalent capacitance is how much? 6. What is the potential which we are supplying? 10. So therefore Q value is how much, ma? So 6 into 10 power minus 6 we forgot, multiplied by 10. So therefore 60 into 10 power minus 6, or I can write 60 microcoulombs of charge. That is the charge supplied by the battery. Is it clear? So you should be very clear about where we are connecting the battery. Battery connection ni batti ఏవి సిరీస్లో ఉన్నాయి, ఏవి ప్యారలల్లో ఉన్నాయి అనేది మనకు తెలుస్తుంది. ఓకే, రైట్ డౌన్. సో మేక్ ఎ నోట్ ఆఫ్ దట్ పాయింట్. వాట్ ఈస్ ద నోట్ పాయింట్ ఐ హ్యావ్ టు రైట్? సో డిపెండింగ్ ఆన్ terminals means what? Points which are connected to battery. Depending on terminals, we decide series and parallel connections. Okay, ma? So depending on terminals only, we have to say which one is in series. Same. So this is the given circuit, ma? So 3 capacitors C1, C2, C3, and these are the short circuit wires which we are connecting. Short circuit wire means what? For example, if you call this point as point C, point D, point E, and point F. Okay, ma? See, ma, in between C and D, there is no connection, no? There is no what you call capacitor, no? Ma? Between point C and point D, there is no capacitor which is present. It means that point C and point D, they are at same potential. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, what I can say, points C and D are at same potential. Okay? Have you understood why they are in same potential, ma? Because between C and D, there is no component which consumes potential. Potential ni consume chese component edi ledu. So what is the potential existing at point C? Same potential must exist at point D also. So potential at C must be equal to potential at D. Clear, no? But here if you see, C and E, they are not at same potential. Clear, no, ma? C and E, they are not at same potential. Why? Between them there is a capacitor, no? Are you able to understand? Similarly, E and D, they are not at same potential. D and F also, they are not at same potential. But E and F, they are at same potential. E and F, they are at same potential. Clear, no, ma? Now see. So now if you see point C and point D, we are saying that they are at same potential, no, ma? So what are the plates which are connected to C? First plate is connected. First plate is connected to C, no, ma? Fourth plate is connected to C. C and D both are same. C and D both are same. So first plate is connected to C. Fourth plate is connected to C. Fifth plate is also connected to C only. So therefore I can say potential at point 1 is equal to potential at point 4 is equal to potential at point 5. Can I say like this? Is it clear? So what is the potential of first plate? Same is the potential of fourth plate. Same is the potential of fifth plate also. Because all of them, they are at same potential. Clear? Similarly, if I go to C and F, so points E and F. Points E and F are at same potential. Okay? Therefore, I write potential at E is equal to potential at F. Now, what are the plates which are connected to E and F, ma? 2, 3 connected to E. 6 connected to F. F and E both are same. So, therefore, I can say potential of second plate is equal to potential of third plate is equal to potential of sixth plate. Can I say like this? That's all, no? Evana artham avutha unda? No? Whenever you connect a short circuit ma like this, then this point and this point, they will be at same potential. Are you able to understand? It means whatever plates are connected to that particular point, all of them, they will be at same potential. Because there is no potential difference between them. Is it clear? Now see. Now if I connect a battery here, like this, okay? So this is positive terminal, this is negative terminal. Huh? So, see ma, negative terminal is connected to which plate? F plate. F plate means the sixth plate, no? Clear, no, ma? If I connect battery like this, then I say that a negative plate is connected to sixth plate. Is it clear? It means 6, 3 and 2, they are at negative potential. 6, 3 and 2, they are at negative potential. So therefore, definitely I can say 1, 4, 5, they will be at positive potential. It means that plates, they are connected like this. Okay, ma? All the 3 plates on one side, they are connected to positive potential. Remaining all the 3 plates, they are connected to negative potential. Plates which are connected to negative potential, plate 2, plate 3, plate 6. All of them connected to negative plate of the battery. Remaining plates, plate 1, plate 4, plate 5. 1, 4, 5. They are connected to positive plate of the battery. It means they are connected in which type of connection? Parallel connection. So therefore I can say equivalent capacitance is C1 plus C2 plus C3. That's all. This is my answer. Have you understood, ma? So whenever this type of connection is given, you should see short circuits are connected to which plates. Then very easily you can do the calculation. Fine? That's it. Okay. See this question. So this is the given circuit, C1, C2, C3, so 4 is 8. And equivalent capacitance between A and B we are supposed to write. Then this circuit I can redraw like this, no? Why I am redrawing like this? Because this is an example of a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, this is what this is, a Wheatstone bridge. ఓకే, గోధుమ రాళ్ల వంతెన అంటారు తెలుగులో. వీట్ అంటే గోధుమలు, స్టోన్ అంటే రాళ్ళు అనమాట. వీట్ స్టోన్ బ్రిడ్జ్. నౌ హియర్ విచ్ ఆర్ ద కెపాసిటెన్సెస్ బిట్వీన్ ఏ అండ్ డి? దెర్ ఈస్ C3 కెపాసిటర్, నో? ఏ అండ్ డి C3, ఏ అండ్ సి C1, ఓకేమా? అండ్ బిట్వీన్ సి అండ్ డి C5, ఓకే? అండ్ బిట్వీన్ డి అండ్ బి, డి అండ్ బి C4, and in between C and B, C and B C2. These are the capacitors. Clear, no? And he gave that all the capacitances they are equal. All of them they are equal to 8 microfarads only, no? C5 also. C5 he did not give anything. So everything is 8 microfarads. See, this bridge becomes balanced Wheatstone bridge. In which condition? If the product of opposite capacitances, if it is equal. What is the product of opposite capacitances? C2 into C3 when it is equal to C1 into C4. Are you able to understand? Product of opposite capacitances, if they are equal, then the bridge becomes a balanced bridge. Okay? Now see the product if they are satisfied or not. 8 into 8 is equals to 8 into 8. Satisfied? No, they are equal. So bridge is what kind of bridge? Balanced bridge. And in the case of balanced bridge, you don't find any charge flowing through C5. Because point D and point C, they will be at same potential. What is the concept of balanced Wheatstone bridge, ma? So in balanced Wheatstone bridge, potential at point D will be equal to potential at point C. If both of them they are at same potential, then why charge will flow? Charge will not flow, no? It means charge stored in C5 is 0. Okay, ma? So therefore, charge stored in C5 is how much? 0. No charge. If there is no charge, then how can I redraw this circuit? I can say that C3 and C4, they are in series connection. Okay, ma? And C1 and C2, they are also in series connection. And these two branches, they are connected in parallel connection. I can write like this, no? Are you able to understand, ma? If I remove this branch, because charge is not at all flowing in this one. If charge is not flowing, C3 and C4 they are in series. C1 and C2 also they are in series. Now upper branch and lower branch they are in parallel. That's all, no? So therefore 8, 8, 8 and 8. So therefore in upper branch 8 into 8 by 8 plus 8. How much, ma? So 8 into 8 divided by 16. Okay, so it is 4 microfarads. Clear, no? So therefore again how can I draw the circuit? This circuit I can redraw like this. Clear, no? So this is terminal A and this one is terminal B. So this is 4, this is also 4. Okay, so therefore what is the total equivalent capacitance? 4 plus 4 is equals to 8 microfarads because they are connected in parallel connection. That is my answer. Have you understood, ma? That's it. So these are the conditions of Wheatstone bridge, ma. Whenever bridge is balanced, in this branch you don't find any current or you don't find any charge. Same circuits you will get in current electricity also. Clear? That's it. Okay. See this question, ma. So find equivalent capacitance between A and B. See, ma, here in this type of problems, start simplifying from the last. Okay, ma? So wherever this type of circuits is given, you should try to solve them from the back side of the circuit. Clear, no, ma? Now, so here if I start from here, see, ma, one point which I can say is this is 2 microfarads. So this 2 microfarad and 2 microfarad they are in series, no? These two, they are in series, no? Clear, no? So if they are in series connection, how I can calculate C into C by C plus C? So therefore, 2 into 2 by 2 plus 2. How much? 1. 1 microfarad. So it means instead of these two capacitors, I can write a single capacitor, no? Instead of these two capacitors, I can write a single capacitor of 1 microfarad. So therefore, I will remove this capacitor, and instead of 2, I will write 1 microfarads. That's it. Clear, no? Now if you see here, 1 microfarad and 1 microfarad, they are in parallel connection, no? For example, the charge which reaches here, it gets divided into 2 branches, no? So definitely these two are in parallel connection. If these two are in parallel connection, then what is the method of finding equivalent resistance? C plus C is 2C. Clear, no? So therefore, 1 plus 1 is how much? 1 plus 1 is 2 microfarads. So therefore, instead of these two capacitors, I can write a single capacitor once again. So therefore, I will remove this capacitor, and I will say this capacitance value is 2 microfarads. Clear, no? Now again, if I see 2 and 2, they are in series connection. If 2 and 2, they are in series connection, what is the equivalent capacitance? 1. So therefore, again, instead of 2 capacitors, I will write a single capacitor whose capacitance is 1 microfarad. That's all, number. Now if I see 1 and 1, they are in parallel connection. If they are in parallel connection, capacitance is 2. So therefore, instead of 2 capacitors, again I will write a single capacitor whose capacitance is 2 microfarads. Clear, number? Again, 2 and 2, they are in series connection, and equivalent capacitance is 1. So again, instead of 2 capacitors, I will write a single capacitor whose capacitance is 1 microfarad. Clear, no? Now I see that this one and this one, again they are in parallel. If they are connected in parallel connection, equivalent capacitance is 2. So therefore, instead of these two, I will write a single capacitor whose capacitance is 2 microfarads. Clear, no? Correct only, na? Now if I see this 2 and this 2, they are in series connection. If they are in series connection, what is the equivalent capacitance? 1 microfarad. So therefore, in between point A and point B, there is only one capacitor whose capacitance is 1 microfarad. That is my answer. Is it clear? That's it. Sima. See here, this is the arrangement of capacitors. See this branch, this one, this one, this one, and this one, they are connected in parallel connection. Clear, no? See, for example, if I connect a battery between terminals A and B, what are the terminals given? Terminals are A and B only, no? So in between these terminals, if I connect a battery will supply Q amount of charge, no? Then this charge gets divided in each of these branches. It means all of these branches, they are connected in which connection? Series connection, sorry, parallel connection. Clear, no? But in every branch, capacitors are again connected in series connection. So therefore, we are supposed to do this calculation. As all of them, they are connected in parallel connection, what is the equivalent capacitance? It is C1 plus C2 plus C3, and it goes on like this. That's all, no? Start from here, okay, ma? So C equivalent is, capacitance of first one is C, okay, ma? And here I have 2 capacitors connected in series connection, no, ma? So therefore, equivalent capacitance will become C by 2. No need of explaining this one, no? 1 by C plus 1 by C, 2 by C, reciprocal of 2 by C, C by 2. Clear, no? Similarly, in the third branch, 4 capacitors, they are connected in series. So equivalent capacitance will be how much? C by 4. If capacitors are equal, directly you can write values like this one. Okay? If 4 capacitors are in series, you can write C by 4. 10 capacitors are in series and every capacitance is same, you can write C by 10. Like this you can write. Okay? Plus, and C by 8, plus C by 16. Like this you can go on right now. Clear, no? So therefore, out of all of them, you can take a C common. If I take C common, then it is 1 by 2 plus 1 by 4 plus 1 by 8 plus 1 by 16, and it goes on like this. Clear, no? So if you look at the equation, what do you understand? If you look at this particular equation, what can you say? Mathematics students, Chapali. Huh? So this is a geometric progression, no? This is what kind of progression? Geometric progression. So C equivalent, I can write C into 1 plus 1 by 2 plus 1 by 2 square plus 1 by 2 cube plus 1 by 2 power 4, and it goes on like this. So this is what kind of progression? Geometric progression. Okay, ma? And how to find the sum of a geometric progression, ma? So sum of geometric progression is equals to a by 1 minus r. This is the formula. Okay, ma? You should have studied geometric progression, no, ma? In geometric progression, how to add the sum of all the terms, that is the formula. A by 1 minus r. A is called first term. What is meant by A here? A is called as first term. R is called as common ratio. Common ratio. Common ratio is called what? The ratio of nth term divided by n plus 1th term. N plus 1th term. Are you able to understand, ma? So therefore, nth term is, for example, nth term by n plus 1th term, ma? N plus 1th term by, this one is not correct, ma? N plus 1th term divided by nth term. Okay? This is called as R, common ratio. Clear, no? So therefore, for example, if I consider this one to be my nth term, this one will become n plus 1th term, no? Clear, no? So therefore, n plus 1th term is 1 by 2 divided by 1 is 1 by 2. Clear? Now just substitute in that equation. So sum is how much? Sum of geometric progression is a by 1 minus r. A value is 1 first term. 1 by 1 minus 2. So 1 by 2, 2. Okay, ma? So therefore, what is the total equivalent capacitance? C equivalent capacitance is C into 2, 2C. This is my answer. Have you understood? Just we are solving the problem with the help of geometric progression. That's it. Okay? So this problem is based on infinite series of capacitors, infinite chain of capacitors. So sometimes these models were given in the previous examination. Okay? So let us see how we can solve. See, because this is an infinite chain of capacitors, if I add one more repetitive branch, branch, capacitance will not change, no? Okay, ma? For example, you have 1 lakh of rupees. I give you one more 1 rupee. Then what is the total amount you have? You will say it is 1 lakh only. Clear, no? 1 రూపాయి ఉండడం పోవడం వల్ల పెద్ద డిఫరెన్స్ ఏమీ రాదు. Similarly, this is an infinite chain of capacitors. So what I do is, let capacitance of total circuit, okay, ma? Let capacitance of total circuit be C dash. Okay? Then what I do is, if one more repetitive branch is added or removed also, is added or removed both, then no change in capacitance. No change in capacitance. Are you able to understand what is happening? If I add one more repetitive branch, then also there will not be any change in capacitance. It means that what is the capacitance of this total circuit which I have taken? Capacitance of this total circuit I considered C dash. Clear, no? This total circuit. Okay. Now what I do is, see what are the repetitive branch here? Sima. C and 2C. This is a repetitive branch, no? Between these 2 points. This branch of C and 2C, these are repeating continuously in between these 2 terminals. These are the terminals given, A and B. So if I consider these to be the terminals, then what is the branch which is repeating? C and 2C. This branch is repeating. Okay. So therefore, what I can do is, in between terminals A and B, clear, ma? I will add one more repetitive branch, which is called as, this is one 2C and this is one C. I can consider like this. Are you able to understand? Then what is the capacitance of remaining total circuit? Capacitance of remaining total circuit I consider to be C dash. That's all, no? Up to here, total capacitance I considered C dash. Okay, ma? And if I add one more branch, which is the branch which is repeating between A and B, C and 2C. So I am adding one more 2C, one more C. Now what is the equivalent capacitance of this total circuit? It also should be C dash only. Are you able to understand? I consider total capacitance is C dash now. I added one more branch, the branch which is repeating continuously. If I add one more branch, then capacitance will not change, no? Because this is an infinite branch. So that's why I have added one more branch which is repeating. Huh? In between A and B only I have connected. A, B. Oh. This is B. Clear, ma? Now see. Now see here, which capacitors are in series and which capacitors are in parallel, ma, here? So C dash and 2C, they are in parallel connection, no? So I have to add them now. Okay. So therefore, let us calculate equivalent capacitance of this circuit. I can say, first of all, C dash and 2C are parallel. Okay, ma? So therefore, what is their capacitance? Capacitance is equals to 2 dash plus, let us call it as C X, anything I will call it as C dash plus 2C. That's all, ma? Because C dash and 2C, they are in parallel connection. Now to this branch, this C is in series, no? This to this 2C and C dash, C is in series. So therefore, what is the total equivalent capacitance? I can say it is C multiplied by 2C plus C dash divided by C plus 2C plus C dash. Can I write like this? If two capacitors are in series connection, then equivalent capacitance C1 into C2 by C1 plus C2. That is the formula, no? So C1 into C2 divided by C1 plus C2. Okay. And this total equivalent capacitance is again equal to C dash only, no? Are you able to understand? This total capacitance must be equal to what? C dash only. Because if I add one branch or remove one branch, nothing is going to happen. Now just to simplify this equation, you will get the required C dash. That is my answer. Is it clear, ma? So therefore, let us see how I can do this calculation. Okay. So, two C square plus C dash divided by 3C plus C dash is equal to C dash. Clear, no? If I cross multiply, 2C square plus C dash is equals to 3C dash plus C dash square. Clear, no? Okay. So therefore, if I take all these terms to the other side, what I will write, C dash square plus 3C dash minus C dash minus 2C square is equal to 0. So therefore, C dash square plus 2C dash minus 2C square is equal to 0. Clear, no? Now solve this equation by using quadratic expression method is there, no? Sridharacharya method, I think we call it. Okay, ma? Solve in that method and see what is the answer you will get. Okay, ma? So how can I solve this one? By using which formula? So what is the equation I got? C dash square plus 2C dash minus 2C square is equal to 0. This is of the form of ax square plus bx plus c is equal to 0. So minus b plus or minus square root of b square minus 4ac divided by 2a. Okay, ma? So minus b. B value is how much? B value is 2c. Minus 2c plus or minus square root of again b square. B square is 2c whole square minus 4 into a value is 1. C value is minus 2c square divided by 2a. Okay, ma? If you solve this equation, I will get the required equation. Are you able to understand, ma? So answer which you should get is C dash is equals to, I will get minus C plus or minus root 3 into C. So capacitance cannot be negative, ma? So therefore I will consider C dash is equals to root 3 minus C. Root 3C minus C. 1 minute. Root 3 into C. Okay. So therefore, I will neglect negative sign ma here, root 3C minus C. So C if I take common, then it is root 3 minus 1. This is my answer. Okay. So this is the equivalent capacitance of this circuit. Have you understood how we have solved? Concept is very simple. If infinite series of capacitors are given, then you add one branch or remove one branch. Adding is more better. Then again, which branch you have to add? The branch which is repeating. Clear? No, the branch which is repeating, that you have to add. And again, capacitance does not change. So just solve by quadratic expression. In some of the problems, you will not get quadratic expression also. Directly you can get the answer. Okay? That's it. Okay, Sima. So in this circuit, we are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B. See here. We are solving this kinds of problem by taking equipotential points. Equipotential points means what? Points which are at same potential. Okay, ma? Points at same potential are called as equipotential points. Now see ma, here, if I take this point, here let us consider potential is V. Here what will be the potential? V only, no? This plate will be at which potential? First plate. This potential will be at V only, no? Similarly, what about potential of first plate? This potential is also V only. Clear, no? It means first plate of this capacitor, first plate of this capacitor also is at V only. And first plate of this capacitor is also at V only. Are you able to understand? How are you able to say that all of them they are at same potential? ఇవన్నీ ఒకే పొటెన్షియల్ దగ్గర ఉన్నాయని ఎలా చెప్తారు మీరు? We are able to say they are at same potential because between this point and this point there is no other component, no? There is no resistor, there is no inductor, there is no capacitor, nothing is there. It means there is no consumer of potential. Potential ni consume cheyadaniki evaru leru. If there is no consumer of potential remains to be same. Are you able to understand, ma? Clear? So therefore, definitely this plate, or if I name the plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the naming of the plates I have given. So which plates are at same potential, ma? Plate number 1, comma, plate number 4, comma, plate number 6 are equipotential. That's all, no? They are at same potential. Is it clear, ma? Now definitely B is at a different potential, no? A is at potential of V, B is at a potential of V dash, for example. Then definitely I can say this potential is also V dash, no? Because in these 2 points there is no connection. Connection in the sense there is no consumer of voltage. Here if potential is V dash, here also potential will be V dash. Clear, no? Here also potential will be V dash. And still anything, ma? And this also will be at a potential of V dash. Are you able to understand? So plates 2, 3 and 5, they are at same potential. అర్థమవుతుంది కదా? Because here up to here, if I travel up to here, there is no component. There is no resistor, there is no capacitor. So here also same potential will be existing just like point B. Okay? So which plates are at different potential? Plates 2, 3, 5 are equipotential. Okay, ma? And potential of this points and potential of this points is not equal. 1, 4, 6 they are at higher potential. 2, 3, 5 they are at lower potential. But all these potentials are same and all these potentials are same. This potential and this potential is not same. Are you able to understand? Or I can write like this. V1 is equal to V4 is equal to V6. Clear, no? Also I can say V2 is equals to V3 is equal to V5. I can write like this also. Okay? But V1 is not equal to V2. V4 not equal to V3, V6 not equal to V5. So what do you understand? We understand that one plate is at one potential, second plate is at different potential for all the 3 of them. It means all of them they are connected in which connection? Parallel connection. So therefore how can you redraw the circuit? This is how I can redraw the circuit. That's all, no? So this is values are not given, no? C is given, where? C, just C, C and C. So therefore, this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So C equivalent is how much ma? 3C. That is my answer. Okay? That's it. Student. So this is the given circuit. No, we are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between A and B. So what are the terminals which are given? Terminals are A and B. Clear? No? Terminals are A and B means what? In between these two terminals, if I connect a battery, okay ma? If I connect a battery, then what is the equivalent capacitance of this circuit? That is the meaning of this one, no? Now see. So here, if I name these plates, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Definitely I can say that plates, which plates? Plates 2, 4, 5, 7. 2, 4, 5, 7 are equipotential. Can I say? Can I say ma? See ma, what is the potential existing at A? Same potential will be existing on second plate, fourth plate, seventh plate and fifth plate. Because in between them, there is no other components. No? All of them, they are at same potential. Okay. Now if you see point B. So at point B, let potential be V dash. Point B is connected to how much plates? Point B is connected to first plate, third plate, eighth plate and sixth plate. All of them connected to B only, no? Are you able to understand? Ma? Because in all this circuit, again we don't have any component. Are you able to understand? So therefore, which plates are at different potential? 1, 3, 8, 6 are equipotential. Okay? So all of them, they are at potential of VA. All of them, they are at potential of VB. It means they are connected in which connection? Parallel connection, that's it. This is one circuit, 2, 3, 4. Clear, no? So this is terminal A and this is terminal B. So equivalent capacitance is how much? 4C. That is my answer. Fine? Sima. 6 is correct. But time out. Sima, here, this is the given circuit, no? Now we are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between which points? Point A and point B. Okay, must start from point A. So this is point A, no, and to point A, 9C capacitor is connected. That's all. 9C capacitor is connected. Now if you see, to this 9C capacitor, if I consider this is first plate and this is second plate, this is first plate and this is second plate. Clear, no? To the second plate, which capacitors are connected? 4C, 6C, and this is 8C. These are connected. Are you able to understand, ma?
Wrong is the answer.
6C only. 64 is na. Oh, okay. Okay, ma? So to this plate, if I name these plates 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which plates are connected, ma? Fourth plate, sixth plate, seventh plate are connected, no? It means all of them, they should be at same potential. Same potential in the sense, these three capacitors, they must be parallel to each other. It means that I have to draw the circuit like this. Clear, no? And what are the remaining plates? We have 3, 5, 8. All of them, they are connected to point B, no? It means all these ends, they are connected to point B. So this is my equivalent circuit. Clear, no? So this is 4, this is 6, and this is 8. Now just do this calculation. That is my required answer. Have you understood? Asalevan on the problem? Very simple. Okay, ma? So start from somewhere, start from A, travel up to B, that's it. Okay, now you see, 8 plus 6, 14. 14 plus 4, 18. So 9 and 18, they are connected in series connection. Okay, ma? So therefore 9 into 18 divided by 9 plus 18. So 9 into 18 divided by 27. So 3s are 6 are. So 6 microcoulombs is the 6C, no, ma? 6C is the capacitance. That is my answer. Fine? See, ma'am. So these are the different forms of drawing a Wheatstone bridge. This is a Wheatstone bridge, you know, basically. This is how you see Wheatstone bridges. And the same Wheatstone bridge can be connected in these many methods also. Okay, wherever you find this format of connection, you understand it is a Wheatstone bridge. Okay, and in which condition Wheatstone bridge becomes balanced? When the product of opposite resistors or product of opposite capacitors, if they are equal, then bridge will become a balanced Wheatstone bridge. It means that what are the opposite capacitors? C1, C3, and here C2, C4. When this product, when it becomes equal, then definitely you can call it as a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Clear? And when it is balanced, you don't find any charge or current flowing through this capacitor. In a balanced Wheatstone bridge, this branch will be useless. Are you able to understand? So whenever circuit is given, you draw this circuit in the form of this one. And if it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, you remove this C5. That's it. Okay, ma? So if the above condition is satisfied, if the above condition is satisfied, I am writing this one only for this bridge. These values I did not check. Okay, only for this bridge I am writing. If the above condition is satisfied, okay, then bridge becomes what kind of bridge? It becomes a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Okay, in balanced Wheatstone bridge, charge or current does not enter C5. Okay, or you can say, if I take this potential to be Vx and if I take this potential to be Vy, definitely I can say that Vx must be equal to Vy. Okay, so what is the potential existing at topmost point? Same potential must exist at lowest point also. If potentials are equal, then you don't find any flow of charge. No? Potentials equal ga undi madhyalo, if there is a capacitor or a resistor, you don't find any charge flowing. Clear, no? That's it. Right. Sima. So this is the given circuit, and we are supposed to find out equivalent capacitance between terminals A and B. Each capacitance value is C. Clear, no? Now Sima, here one point which I can say is these two capacitors, they are in series, no? Clear, no? For example, if one charge enters from here, same charge should flow through this capacitor also. Similarly, these two are in series, these two are in series, these two are in series, these two also they are in series. First reduce them. Okay, so therefore how can I write C and C? If they are connected in series, then what is the equivalent capacitance, ma? So C into C divided by C plus C. So it is C by 2. That's all, no? So therefore, instead of these two, I can write a single capacitor of capacitance how much? C by 2. Is it correct? Similarly, replace all of them. So similarly here also, this one and this one, instead of this I can write C by 2. And here also, instead of these two, I can write an equivalent capacitance of C by 2. Here also, instead of two capacitors, I can write single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. Here also I will replace C by 2. Up to here it is clear, no? Okay. Now if you see here, this is C by 2 and this is C, no? Each capacitance is C. These two, they are connected in parallel. These two parallel. These two are parallel. These two and these two also, they are in parallel. So therefore, if they are connected in a parallel connection, then what is the method I have to adopt? C plus C by 2. It is 3C by 2. That's all, no? So therefore, I can remove two capacitors and place a single capacitor of capacitance how much?
3C by 2.
I think I rubbed something, no? 1 minute, ma? See, ma. So this is the given circuit, ma. We are supposed to calculate equivalent capacitance between A and B. These are the two terminals given, no, ma? So these two capacitors I cannot reduce because they are connected to point A. And remaining capacitors I will reduce, ma. Clear? So C and C, they are connected in which connection? Series connection. These two series, these two also series, these two also they are connected in series connection. Are you able to understand? So if they are connected in series connection, C into C by C plus C is equals to C by 2. That's all, no? So instead of these two capacitors, I can write a single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. So here also instead of these two I can write a single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. Here also I can replace by a single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. And here also I can replace them by single capacitor of capacitance C by 2. So I can draw up to here. Okay, ma? But these two I cannot say they are in series or they are in parallel, because terminal starts from A only, no? From where terminal is starting? Terminal is starting from A itself. Okay, so I cannot reduce this one initially. We will reduce it in the final calculation. Clear, no? Now if you see here, C by 2 and C, they are in parallel connection, no? Similarly, this one and this one in parallel. C by 2, C, C by 2, C. They are connected in parallel connection. So for parallel connection, what is the calculation? C plus C by 2 is how much, ma? It is 3C divided by 2. So therefore, instead of two capacitors, I will write a single capacitor of capacitance 3C by 2. So here also I will write a single capacitor of capacitance 3C by 2. So here also instead of both of them, I will write only, okay, ma? 3C by 2. And here also instead of two capacitors, I will write 3C by 2. So this is the circuit which I got. Are you able to understand, ma? 3C by 2, 3C by 2, 3C by 2, 3C by 2. This is C, and this is also C. Fine up to here? Now see. 3C by 2 and 3C by 2, they are connected in series, no? These two are in series, no, ma? Similarly, these two also, they are in series. 3C by 2, 3C by 2, it will become 3C by 4. That's all, no? Half it will become, no? If two equal resistors are connected in series, you just divide by 2. If two are connected in series. If 3 are connected in series and they are equal, divide by 3. 10 are connected in series and all of them they are equal, you divide by 10. Like this also you can do. Clear, no? So therefore, instead of these two, what I can write? Instead of these two, I can write a single capacitor whose capacitance is 3C by 4. Similarly, instead of these two, I can write a single capacitor of capacitance. How much? 3C by 4. I can write like this. Are you able to understand? Now this is terminal A and this is terminal B and this is the circuit. If you look at this circuit, what do you understand? Huh? This is a Wheatstone bridge. Are you able to understand, ma? This is another shape of a Wheatstone bridge. So let us draw the Wheatstone bridge properly in its proper form. Okay, ma? So this is terminal A and these are two capacitors and these are another two capacitors and this is terminal B. Okay, ma? So this is the arrangement of capacitors. Are you able to understand? And between these 2 points also I have a capacitor. So this is a Wheatstone bridge. And what are the capacitances? C, C, 3C by 4 and this is also 3C by 4. Are you able to understand? Now the question is it a balanced Wheatstone bridge or not? Definitely balanced. Product of opposite capacitances should be equal, no? So 3C by 4 into C, 3C by 4 into C. Balanced Wheatstone bridge. So therefore this is what kind of Wheatstone bridge, ma? This is a Wheatstone bridge which is balanced. If it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge, what I can do? I can remove this capacitor, no? Huh? So if this potential is Vx and if this potential is Vy, definitely I can say Vx must be equal to Vy. It means a charge doesn't enter into capacitor C. Therefore equivalent circuit, how can I draw? This is point A. So these are two capacitors. Okay, ma? And here also I have two capacitors. This is terminal B. So this is C, this is 3C by 4. This is also C, this is also 3C by 4. So what I have done, I have removed this capacitor. Is it clear? Now these two are in series, these two are in series. This branch and this branch, they are in parallel. Just solve the circuit, you will get the answer. Are you able to understand, ma? So if you do this total calculation, C equivalent between A and B, you should get it is 6C divided by 7. Now further I am not solving, ma. I hope you can do it. That is the answer. Have you understood, ma, how we have done? We have reduced wherever necessary and we have converted into a Wheatstone bridge. We observed that it is a balanced Wheatstone bridge. Then you can remove this capacitor and that is the equation we solved.